set up here. Just give me a second. So I've actually had a request for some more body positive image type of posts and topics because guys, I think this is such a huge problem for us in our culture, maybe and across the world. It's not just here, and I think men deal with this and women deal with this, and we just struggle so much with the way we look. And I think that we have this idea that there is nothing attractive about us because we can't measure up to some standard in our head, whether it's just what we've seen on TV or seen in magazines or whatever. But there's just this unmeasurable standard that we cannot reach in our minds. And I think that it's really not good if you can't point to a single thing on your body that you like. That should never be. If you are at that place in your life, I'm challenging you today to really write down some things that you love about the way you look. And I know this is going to be hard. I think I saw a blogger say that in a conference she asked people to come up with three or four things that they really liked about the way they looked. And she said people couldn't do it. And guys, that is so devastating to me because we are beautiful. We were created in God's image, and we are beautiful creations, and everyone has beauty. Everyone has something about them that's unique to who they are, and that is beautiful. And I really want you to look in the mirror and come up with some things today that you like about the way you look, and it can be everything. So for me, I do really like my hair now, and this is actually progress for me because I didn't like my hair for a lot of years, back when I didn't know how to do it all that well, but I really do like it now, and it's only been in the last 2 years that I have learned to enjoy it. And and I like my fingernails because they can grow long, and I know not everyone can have that. So my fingernails actually do pretty good, except for here in the winter, they crack and get dry. And so that's just some examples of some things that I like about the way I look. Now, does that mean I like absolutely everything about the way I look? No. But what it does mean is that there are some things. Yes, your eyes. I do like pretty eyes, and that's one of my favorite features on anybody. Eyes is one of my favorite features on everybody. And so I want you guys to physically look at yourself. This isn't going to be easy, because when you are really looking at yourself, you can think, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. You can be very judging of yourself. But I really want you to come up with some things that you do like. Oh, somebody said they like their height, 5'10". I am very short. I'm only 5'2", so I'm a pretty short person, and my height doesn't bother me. Sometimes I wish I was a little bit taller, but I think I have kind of a big personality, and I'd probably be insanely overwhelming because I'm already pretty overwhelming as it is. So I want you guys to write these things down. And look, get more personal, and I'm not saying you need to share this with everyone, but if you really like a specific curve on your body, write it down. Embrace that. Enjoy that. Find things that flatter those areas, those things that you really like about yourself, and play it up. And that's really what anybody can do. You look at the things that are good features on you, and you play those features up, and stop worrying as much about all the little things that you don't like about the way you look. So you can either say to yourself, I am going to spend all of my days and all of my life looking at my big fat butt and how much I hate it, or, and that's me. Maybe you don't have a big fat butt. Or maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, I've got these awful stretch marks from having kids, or I don't like how fat my arms are. Guys, I have big arms. I really struggle to put my arms in sleeves, and it's getting worse because I've been doing a lot of arm exercises to build up my shoulders because I have joint issues and they come out of socket. It's really bad. And so now I can wear even less shirts. It's frustrating to me. So If you could sit around all day long and say, I don't like this about myself, and I don't look like that model over there, and I don't look like that girl over there, or that man over there, or you could embrace the things that you do like about yourself. And before you can possibly accept the features of yourself that you don't care for, you have to start by finding some you do care for. So today I want you to go out there, get in front of your mirror, and look at yourself and genuinely find some things that you like about yourself. And don't be like, well, I guess this isn't all that bad. No, be like, I have really beautiful eyes. I have a really pretty lips, or whatever, just whatever it is for you. And I love that about myself. And so when I look in the mirror, I think, I love that. And one thing we have to understand is that beauty is a perspective thing. We think something's beautiful. It's in our mind. It's got nothing to do with the thing. It has to do how we look at it, what we think about it, and how we're emotionally attached to it sometimes. The more you get to know a person, the more you're going to find them attractive, and they're going to look more beautiful to you because there's a relationship there. And that's the same thing for us. Looking at ourselves, we have to define our standard of beauty based off of what we look like. And you can change what you think is beautiful. You don't have to think what the media tells you is pretty. You don't have to think it's pretty. It can be pretty, but you can also say there's more than one pretty thing out there. There's more than one pretty body type. There's more than one pretty person. And I know if you're a guy right now and you're following me and you're watching, and I have a lot of guys who come into my site because I talk a lot about sex and intimacy. And I think I forgot to introduce myself. If this is your first time with me, I'm Keely. I'm from lovehopeadventure.com, where I blog about the marriage relationship, and I talk a lot about sex on there. So I do have a lot of guys who come on. And if you're a guy watching me right now, I know I'm saying words like pretty and beautiful, but men, I think that you guys are really going to struggle with body image issues even more than you already have, because if you look at the kind of guys that they're putting in for superheroes, everybody is so ripped. And I was sitting at the beach over the summer, and there were so many guys there, and I swear they all look like carbon copies of each other in what I'm seeing in the media right now. Everybody was all ripped and had certain kinds of tattoos in different places, and everything was shaved, and I thought, well, gosh, let's all go to the beach and look the exact same, right? And what was interesting to me in that moment was that I thought they're not embracing their uniqueness. They're all trying to look like this thing they see on TV. And then I really realized how guilty I am of doing that, because I'm not willing to embrace my uniqueness at the beach or in bathing suits either, or just in general. And I want to look like everything else I see. And so that kind of was a reality check for me. And so today, I want you to just get rid of those outside influences and just look at yourself and think, I'm beautiful. What about me makes me that way? What about me makes me who I am and makes me unique? So I know this is hard, and it's something you're going to have to do all the time. You know why? Because your body's going to change. Like 2 years ago, my hair, I don't know, it was like this short. I've been growing out forever, because, guys, curly hair takes forever to grow out. I've been growing it out for over 2 years. Didn't like it, wasn't working well for me. I wouldn't have been on my list of that's my favorite feature of myself, but right now it is. And one day, something else that I like today may not be my favorite feature of myself later on, because our bodies were not designed to stay the same. So at every stage in the game, whether you are younger, middle-aged, getting older, having kids, not having kids, putting on weight, losing weight, at every stage of the game, you've got to look at yourself again and reevaluate, what do I like about myself now? So do that for me this week. I am going to be off. Yes. Guys aren't always nice guys. True. That is so true. Same thing about women. A lot of pretty girls out there that are not very nice on the inside. Okay? Just going to put that out there. True beauty really comes in how you treat people. I will be hopefully back on my normal Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock schedule next week unless something crazy comes up, but I usually take the weekends off of Periscope, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend. You can always check me out at lovehopeadventure.com and see what I'm blogging about over there. And I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday. Talk with you later.